Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your July 2018 general readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today and welcome to any newcomers. Thank you for all your likes, shares, subscribes, and your support, feedback, and comments. And to all my regular and new clients out there, thank you for keeping me so busy with one-on-one readings. It's an honor and a pleasure to read for all of you, so thank you for the opportunity. If any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can get more info and my contact details by going to my YouTube channel's homepage and clicking on that little About button. You can also find that information by clicking on the description bar of all the videos I post. You can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. Turnaround time is pretty fast. I do readings full-time 5 to 6 days a week. It is what I do. So I can usually get back to you within the first day or the first 24 hours of your initial contact with more information. And scheduling can be anywhere from a few days upwards of a couple of weeks, but almost always within a 2-week period of time. So if you're interested, send me an email. We'll go from there. I do a wide variety of readings in all areas of life, including channeled messages from passed on loved ones and 6 and 12-month overviews and gift readings as well. For those of you who like to use the smartphone app Instantgo, you can find me there under Irish Gypsy as well. That link is also provided. Okay, let's move right into this. This reading is for the fire sign of Sagittarius for the month of July 2018. If you know your rising and your moon sign, watch those videos as well for additional clarification. General readings, you know, there's a lot of you watching. Everybody has different things going on in your lives, so how they resonate will always vary, although the fundamental energy and advice always remains the same. All right, Sagittarius. We have the 8 of Pentacles, followed by the Moon. We have the Ace of Wands, followed by the King of Wands. We have the 7 of Wands, followed by the 2 of Cups, and Strength, followed by the Knight of Pentacles. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall energy, focus, and guidance for July 2018 is the 8 of Cups. Okay, Sagittarius, so we begin with the 8 of Pentacles, clarified and accompanied by the Moon. So Pentacles is earth energy. In the tarot, this is the energy of tangible things, practical things, things that make a difference in our day-to-day life, things we can hold, see, touch, and feel. It can often point to things like money, finances, property, resources, job assets, etc. I like to call this the work card or the worker bee card. It can represent the efforts that you put into your work. And by work, it doesn't necessarily mean, it can mean your you know, conventional job if you work outside the home or working at home, or if you don't work outside your home or you're retired. It just represents the efforts you put into your day-to-day life to support your day-to-day life or family as well. Can represent a job that you're working at or a project that you're working at, something that you've been working at for a while because you're already at the 8 here. 10's being completion, building up a solid, stable foundation for yourself. It can represent working a lot, maybe working a lot of overtime. Maybe some of you Sagittarians are burning the candle at both ends. Working really hard on something because you're building up a foundation and you're doing it with diligence, perseverance as well. It can mean repetitive work too. Now the clarifying and accompanying card is the Moon, a major arcana card. The Moon kind of calls us to ask questions about things, to question things. It can sometimes represent being in a questioning spiritual place. It can represent maybe feeling like you don't know everything, or you're questioning something, or there's this undercurrent of trying to understand something or figure something out as well. There's a deep sense of spirituality about the Moon, kind of our subconscious churning, trying to figure something out. And maybe sometimes things not being altogether clear things look very different under the light of the moon than they do under the light of the sun. Under the light of the moon, things can be very shadowy and a lot of hidden nooks and dark corners as well. So some of you, this may just be a work or career issue as well. Some of you may be thinking of making some changes or leaving work, a job, a career path, or a project, or whatever it is you're doing in your day-to-day life, you know, that you're putting work into your day-to-day life, that you may be looking at it, questioning it, you know, wondering, you know, I'm working so hard, I've been working so hard at this, putting so much effort into this. Is this still what I want? Am I feeling fulfilled? Do I feel like I'm getting anywhere with what I'm doing? I mean, your overall energy and focus, your crowning card from the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups, which is a card of leaving something behind because you find it disappointing, disillusioning, or there's a lack of fulfillment. So you're wanting maybe to turn your back on it, figure out where you want to go, and definitively leave this behind, this sense of, you know, this isn't satisfying, this isn't, you know, enough for me, especially emotionally, because Cups is water energy in the tarot. This is the energy of the heart, of the emotions, of feelings and relationships as well. So it could be that what you're questioning, you know, it looks like the undercurrent or the overall focus is maybe wanting to leave something behind because you're not feeling fulfilled by it anymore. And for some of you, this could be a, you know, an actual work, career path, project, job of some kind. Some of you, I mean, it's a general reading. It's going to vary depending on who's watching. Some of you, this might be a relationship. The Eight of Pentacles represents the work that you put into something, the concrete work that you put into something, questioning that. Some of you, I feel like this may be a relationship issue as well. We do have the Two of Cups, which is the card that represents an opportunity to join in union with someone, whether it's romantic in love or a business opportunity. Represents a really great opportunity to come together or joining together in a really karmic sort of way. Some of you, it might be that you're in a relationship with someone, or you have the opportunity to be in a relationship with someone or to start over with someone again. There may be some issues that have you questioning whether to begin this or whether to continue something that maybe there's been some difficulty with, or whether to take this advantage of this union, this opportunity to really join together or or continue together in a more really connected karmic sort of way. Whether that's with a person in love and romance, or a business opportunity, venture with somebody. Some of you for whom this may be just a relationship reading, you may be just kind of working hard this month, and you may be using that as a way to kind of, you know, work out stuff internally, which is a process that happens for a lot of people. A lot of people actually work, whatever they do in their day-to-day life is actually a good way while you're working there. You're trying to figure something out on an internal level, and the work actually kind of helps you. The external work helps in an internal way too. If you're not, for some of you, this just may be a project, a work or career thing as well. You may be considering walking away from something for the opportunity for a new venture or a new partnership with someone too. For those of you for whom this might just be strictly business, work, or career related. So next we have the Ace of Wands, followed by the King of Wands. Lots of fire energy here. In the tarot, Wands is governed by the element of fire, and this is the energy in the tarot of creativity and inspiration. It's manifesting energy. It's fiery, dynamic, passionate, enthusiastic, artistic, creative, inspiring. Aces represent the number ones, a new start, the opportunity for something, the seeds of something, if you will. So the Ace of Wands is an exciting new beginning, or an opportunity for an exciting new beginning. It's one that requires action though, because Wands is fire energy, and fire energy is action oriented. So this new beginning or this new opportunity requires action in order to begin to nurture it so that it can manifest to its full potential. Now, clarifying and accompanying that is the King of Wands, which would be a fire sign individual, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. For some of you, this could be you manifesting the best of who you are, the best of the characteristic traits inherent to a fire sign suit. Dynamic energy, creative, artistic energy, a good problem solver, good delegator, good leader. Kings and queens represent individuals who have reached the mastery of their suit. So they've grown and matured and evolved beyond that young, childish, immature page energy and that spontaneous, impulsive, sometimes not completely balanced energy of the knight, and they've matured, so they're now kings and queens. So they've reached the mastery, a balanced place with what is inherent to their suit, all that lovely fire sign energy. For some of you, it could be another fire sign individual or somebody who's manifesting as a fire sign in this venture with you. I think a lot of you, it's just you. It looks like there is an opportunity in front of you, an opportunity to start something new. That may be why you're contemplating leaving something behind or not. I think in the end it's leaving something behind, leaving behind a sense of disappointment and disillusionment. If you stay in a current situation, particularly if it's a relationship, it's going to be about leaving what doesn't work behind and moving into a new phase of it. For others of you, this is just business, career, project, opportunity as well. Now next we have the Seven of Wands and the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is that union card. It's young. It's only at the 2. So it's often called the soulmate card, that karmic connection card. It does represent the coming together in a karmic kind of meant to be sort of way. The opportunity for a union between two people, or a going forward between two people. Now this could be love and romance, or it could be a great new joining with somebody else in a great new business opportunity, because fundamentally the Two of Cups represents a beautiful union that works in a variety of ways other than just the tangible effects. If this is relationship, it's more than physical and chemical attraction. It's a meeting of the mind, the heart, the soul, the spirit. And so it's an opportunity to join with somebody else in a love and romance relationship, or a great soulmate, kindred spirit friendship, or a great business opportunity with somebody else. So what's crowning that is the Seven of Wands, because that clarifies the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is primarily a defensive card. It speaks of, as you can see, of maybe feeling a bit threatened. This man is defending something. And what that something is can vary. It can represent an actual property, you know, a relationship, a belief system, a way of thinking. This man is being challenged, and traditionally, you know, his ideas are being challenged, or the way that he looks at something is being challenged. Something that he's put a lot of effort into. Whether it's, you know, for some of you, this could be a relationship you feel is being challenged. But the thing is what clarifies it is this opportunity for a union. This can represent, don't be afraid of the challenge, for one. Don't be afraid to have your beliefs challenged. You may not be entirely understanding of what they are, but the fact that they get challenged means that you have to clarify and defend them, which can lead you to a deeper understanding and wisdom of what your beliefs, what your way of thinking is, and your convictions can carry you through. The cautionary advice to the Seven of Wands is be careful of being childishly obstinate. If a way of thinking or a belief system or something that you've been believing in or thinking about something or looking at something is proven to be non-effective, not working for you anymore, or wrong, don't be afraid to admit defeat so that you can re-examine that way of thinking, that belief system, and do something that's more challenging, can be let go of. So this card can go either way. So some of you may be standing up for something you believe in, and you know, you may be defending a relationship. But since the clarifying card is the Two of Cups, which can represent a soulmate connection, but an opportunity for a union as well. And because there's this potential new beginning opportunity right before it as well, some of you may have met someone recently. There's this opportunity to join with someone in a really great venture, whether that's love and romance or friendship or business venture. Be careful that your way of thinking or belief system that you may just be hanging on to out of habit doesn't keep you from moving forward with this new beginning. If it's love and romance or a work relationship, be careful that, because there's something here, I feel like for some of you, it might be a new relationship and you're afraid to move forward because you're afraid of what it might mean to your independence or your way of thinking. For some of you, it may be a relationship that's fairly established, or that you've been dating someone for a while, and there may be an opportunity to move ahead in a new direction, but again, you're feeling kind of almost a bit obstinate about holding on to something, when what you have in front of you is worth maybe re-examining your belief system, and because you're going to have to, I feel like in order to move ahead with whatever this union is, whether it's brand new or moving to a next phase in it, you know, regardless of the nature of this potential union or this relationship, I feel like you're going to have to let go of something, take a step back and look at something in order to move forward with this. And I feel like what you're going to have to maybe take a step back and re-examining is the way that you look at relationships, maybe in love and romance, the way that you look at friendships, the way that you look at business relationships as well, because I feel like you're holding on to something, not everything, but holding on to something that's holding you back from pushing forward in this. So it's about having the strength and courage to kind of re-examine that, which actually kind of leads us into the last two cards at or towards the end of July 2018. We have Strength and the Knight of Pentacles. Now, Strength is right next to the Seven of Wands. It comes right after the Seven of Wands. So Strength is about kind of mastering ourselves. It can represent, because that's what this woman has done. She has tamed this wild beast, and this lion. This lion is symbolic for fears, doubts, insecurities, wrestling with our demons, maybe aspects of ourselves, the deeper, you know, darker aspects of who we are, making the changes that we can and embracing what's left and moving forward with that. It can be about mastering, you know, it can be about calling on and supporting our spiritual enlightenment, our wisdom and our intuition over our ego, you know, kind of exercising self-control over our ego and our selfish desires and wants, you know, wrestling with our demons and moving through fears and doubts and insecurities, you know, that defensiveness, whatever. Defensiveness usually comes from a sense of fear of giving up something or fear of having something being taken from you. This potential union might hold some fear for you, or moving forward with it might hold some fear for you because you're afraid you're going to lose a sense of independence, or whatever it is, this way of thinking. You're being asked to kind of look at and re-examine and have the strength to do that. And strength and wisdom and enlightenment is also what you gain more of by going through this process. Now, strength is accompanied and clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles is that earth energy. Knights are the bringers and deliverers of the tarot, so they often represent offers, help, opportunities. The Knight of Pentacles is the slower moving of all four of the knights. He's not typically portrayed as being actively in battle as some of the other knights are. This may represent moving a little slower, taking some time to rest, maybe an opportunity or help to kind of, you know, face these fears, doubts, and insecurities. The thing is this is next to the Two of Cups, this soulmate union or potential soulmate union or continuing kind of karmic connection or opportunity for a karmic connection. I feel like whoever it is that you are partnered with or have the opportunity to partner with or to move forward with is more than willing to help you through this process. I mean, some of this we have to do ourselves. I mean, you know, kind of wrestling with our own demons is there's some fights that we can only fight ourselves, even if we have people there, you know, supporting us and cheering for us and stuff. I feel like there is help and support around you to do this. I feel like at or towards the end of July 2018, Sagittarius, you're in a good place. You are manifesting and achieving mastery over these things in yourself, particularly those of you who are, you know, afraid to take this new opportunity, who may have fears and concerns about this new opportunity, who may feel, you know, you may be holding on to something out of a fear of what it might mean if you join with this person or move into another level with this person, regardless of the nature of the union or relationship. I feel like there's definitely help there to help you face this. And I feel like as you transition to the end of July 2018, It's a quieter time, a more introspective time, and a restful time too. Remember, your overall energy and guidance is leaving something behind. Because why? Because it doesn't work for you anymore. There's no sense of fulfillment out of this. So some of you, if what you're contemplating leaving behind is unhealthy and toxic, then by all means do what you feel is best for you. But make sure that the Seven of Wands asks you to look at what you're defending, what you're afraid might be taken away from you because of this union. Ask yourself if it's reality-based, or if it was reality-based in the past, is it really still true for you today? Do you need to let go of some of this? Because it looks like there's a beautiful opportunity in front of you. So an introspective month. It's a good month. I feel like it's a learning curve month. It's a transitional, evolutionary, and I'm feeling like June and July kind of has been that. We've been having some difficulties, a lot of us some really strong difficulties in the middle and late spring, which is usually what precedes an evolutionary, a bump up. You're evolving to a different level, and what usually precedes that and precedes growth and change is this uncomfortable period, because it's leading us to that next level up where we're graduating to the next grade. So you're exactly where you're supposed to be, Sagittarius. This is all wonderful, beautiful stuff, and I think that you are well up for it. Look at you, upright King of Wands, wonderful. So Sagittarius, that pretty much wraps up your July 2018 general readings. Thank you for watching. I hope it's been helpful for you. Again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading, please click on the little About button on my YouTube channel homepage or the description bar of all the videos I post. Please feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. And for those of you who like to utilize the smartphone app Instantgo, you can also find me there under Irish Gypsy. I believe there's some new promotional deals going on for my phone readings on Instantgo. So for those of you who like to reach out to me through that app for quick answers to quick questions, take a look at those. I will see you all again, Sagittarius, in a couple of weeks for the July 2018 mid-month readings. And until then, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. And I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.